Are you trying to build the best team in Madden? Well, head on over to instantmuckcoins.com to avoid the packs, save some racks. Link is in the description below. Use code CC now for 20% off. Hey, good morning, Madden family. What is going on today? Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. We are going over the best team in Madden today. The first next-gen edition. And this is going to... This isn't my breakdown of how next-gen is. I'm going to put that up on the second channel. But I want to do best team in Madden and talk about the weekend league because we played. All right, so I made the commitment I'm going to play on next gen, right? I know it's not everyone's favorite game, but I figured I would play on there for weekend league. Okay, so obviously, like, it's a pretty brand new game to a lot of people. I decided that I was going to not run what I normally ran over here. With it being a brand new game, I wanted to go do something different. So all year long, I've basically been in the New England offense and Kansas City defense. For here, I decided I'm going to run and shoot on offense. Yeah, different. And Baltimore on defense, okay? Let's see how it works. So we see here, we won 20 games, which for over here is pretty good so far. It's got us at number 10, right? Now, obviously there's a little less competition over here at this point, but at the same point, this is everyone is going through the learning process here. So you've got obviously like your best players are at the top, of course they are, and then there's a lot of others in here, right? And we're gonna go over the worst team in Madden for the No Money Spent series later on, and just to show you where that's sort of heading. Right here it is. Where is it? We're here. So we're getting double top 100 this week. Okay. The reason I wanted to make the switch was A, to just try something a little different, but B, after playing the game a little bit in seasons, just sort of getting reps in, I really felt like I wanted to go to a much heavier passing attack, and that's exactly what we did. Additionally, I switched up because I wanted to play defense a little differently. Based on this, we are going to be working on the next gen EVA for you guys. So the way I am running my offense now is a 4 wide receiver set. It's basically a spread set that I'm constantly running with no tight ends, which means that I had a misappropriation of AP because I left tight end apprentice on Chris Cooley all weekend long. Okay, you're going to look at see a few things here. One, Jimbo Cover is not on our team currently. The reason is I finished my weekend league on this account on Friday. I finished it on Friday. I'm not going to go buy a card until it hits its cheapest if I'm not going to be playing the game. So we are 100% going to pick up Jimbo Covert. Okay, he's just not here just yet. He will be added, I promise. Additionally, the offensive line really had no other changes here. Tight end, again, didn't use a tight end all weekend long. I don't even know if a tight end has seen my field on this account. So we still just got these guys, and it's fine. Going forward, we'll obviously change Cooley to not have tight end apprentice, to not be using up AP, and we'll be able to use it elsewhere. Additionally, Josh Allen, Michael Vick. Gunslinger here is a little less powerful on next gen in my opinion so far. I would like to go through and really test it out, sort of frame by frame. That's what I want to do to see what the advantage really is. Josh Allen, though, in this game, he's pretty fast. I know we'll talk about how sluggish players are. When he is outside the pocket moving, he is fast. He is fast. Okay. So our 4 wide receivers we used were Tyreek Hill and Calvin Johnson on the outsides. Our slots ended up being Julio Jones and Marquise Brown. Okay, now this is the Marquise Brown that we heavily invested in, obviously, which gave us 8 million coins in profit, and he got his upgrade. Now, he did not get a +2 speed upgrade. He only got a +1 speed upgrade, which is fine. They had this idea. They want to keep Tyreek Hill the fastest player in the game for the time being. Okay, cool. But the rest of his stats here are incredible. When I was pushing you guys on saying, you should probably look at this Hollywood Brown. He's a really good budget card because he was 80,000 coins. right? And if you saw the investment video that we talked about after Hollywood hit his marks, even if he didn't hit his marks, he was still going to be a really, really good card. And he was, and now he's just a little bit better. He hits all the route running thresholds and all that. He is the best value receiver in the game, and it's not even close, in my opinion. It's not even close. There were actually people who were upset that I was telling people that this was a good card. That's weird. Look at this card. 96 speed, 90 everything on the top line except for jumping. 96 speed, again with sprinter. Tyreek Hill, right? Oh my god, it's the exact same thing. 9, but he's 1 speed faster, right? Okay, right? So I would say the receiver that probably got the least amount of use for me was Julio. Again, that's fine. We run a 26 Falcon, so a tier 5 Falcon, so he gets +1 speed. I will say this, obviously the fast receivers are really good. You could throw like a Terry McLaurin in there, but these big physical receivers, Calvin Johnson on this account in particular, and I'll talk about another card when we get to the worst team in Madden. Those big physical receivers, man, they did some work. Really, really important, in my opinion, on next gen. They break so many tackles. So many tackles. And that's what we're going to fall into here, right? We talk about running back on next gen, obviously. Again, the way that the game is playing is a little different. And when running the run and shoot playbook, there's really not a ton of runs. There are some runs. Again, they're spread runs, so they're not overpowering. And so for that, I was just really using Reggie Bush still as I used to. After playing against other people, I do think there is something to be said about having a nice big power back in this game. Whether it's a Herschel Walker, a Bo Jackson, a Josh Jacobs, a Derrick Henry, something like that. I did pick up Herschel Walker. We did use him in goal line situations. He did perform very well. He's very similar to Bo, but I just wanted to try someone else out in this instance, in this case. So I think the power back is going to actually have something, because like the big physical receivers, these big power backs were playing really well against me, performing much better. So offensively, we're on West Coast right here. Obviously, sprinter at tier 4, brawler at tier 3. Nothing crazy right there. The abilities we ran this week here. So we had Tyreek Hill with deep in elite, Chris Cooley, again, incorrect there. Calvin with deep out elite. Okay. Julio with slot apprentice, pace, and Ogden here with edge protector. Josh Allen with pocket deadeye and gunslinger, and Reggie Bush with backfield master. That was the offense. Okay. Defensively, we had to play differently. Okay. The abilities I used on this account are not the abilities I used on the No Money Spent account. So I will show you guys the abilities here real quickly, but I want to caveat this by saying these are not the abilities I think that should be used at this point, right? Again, this was the carryover abilities I had set previously. We're on a different game basically, right? So we got to try things out and see what really works. I would be changing these, and I will be changing these up, so you guys can see what we have on here. But again, I'm not saying that these are the abilities you should be having at this point. We will cover that again more in depth. We used Pat Watkins a lot this weekend as well. On defense, he was a big addition for us. Had a ton of picks, 6'5" user. And again, even though the movement in the game is kind of bad, he did okay. Now his change of direction is 88 with sprinter. I'm going to be testing more about change of direction to see, is it actually really important now? Because in the old gen game, it really wasn't. So which is why we made the move to sprinter. Now we see change of direction here is -2 on defense for Mr. Watkins and everyone else when we're using sprinter, right? So we see that there's a -2 on it, right? What the difference is if you were to say, what is shaker, right? So with shaker, you're going to get +1 there and +1 there. So it's actually going to be a 4 difference if you were to use shaker. So instead of 88 change direction, Pat Watkins would have had 92. I need to find out if that difference of 4 between shaker and sprinter is worth the difference between 1 speed. We'll figure that out. I don't exactly know just yet. Okay. We will get there soon. Hopefully this week. Again, because we finished our games on Friday, we did not add Leroy, and I definitely will. I think that having him and the way he looks is great. Cards that played really, really well for us here. Dwight Freeney, an amazing pass rusher. Just the pass rush in general was okay. The cornerbacks, again, no real changes here between Shaq Griffin and Dion and Night Train and all that. Ronnie Lott, Cam Chancellor. I felt like Cam and Ronnie played a bit better on Next Gen. I feel like the hit power actually mattered a little bit more. Not saying I caused 100 fumbles or anything like that, but I did cause some. Not as many, but some. And I felt it a little bit better. Additionally, how we mentioned on offense, how those power backs and those big physical receivers, guess what? They didn't really break the tackles of Cam Chancellor or Night Train or Ronnie Lott and stuff like that. You know who they broke the tackles on? Dion and Shaq Griffin. Those guys couldn't tackle them at all. Okay, so there's something to it there. Okay, I don't know exactly what, but there is something to it there. Additionally, we did pull Ray Lewis. I did not power him up. I'm not gonna pay a couple 100,000 coins for a power up for a card that's really not gonna see my field. He's gonna be more of just an overall boost for the overall team, right? I don't know if we happen to run 4-4, 3-4, something like that. When we go to special teams, we obviously added Shane Leckler. He was super cheap. Well, why not add the punter? I mean, I think I punted once on this account, maybe twice. So we paid like 80k a punt so far. It's fair. Whatever. So here's the rest of the setup that we have looking out here. Again, power back Herschel Walker. Team strategy, just to confirm for you guys, run and shoot, and Ravens defense is exactly what we ran. So the fact that we finished with 20 wins over here, I thought was a really, really good accomplishment, right? Because we're all going through the same growing pains on playing on this console and on this generation of the game, but still, that was good. The games we lost, I know there was one game in particular to an opponent that I got absolutely drilled. Shout out to that guy. He played. I had no idea what to do. No idea what to do. And the other games we lost were super, super close. So we had probably like, we play a bit better. We win 23. We play a bit worse. We probably win 17, something like that. So we finished in the middle, probably about where we should have been, especially with it all. So I'm pretty happy with how it all went. I like this team. I know the changes I need to make going forward. I know as obviously more people are going to join and move over to the console. So it's going to be interesting and fun. But I'll say this, I had, despite some of the, I don't like this, I had more fun playing this game. I did. Because I wasn't playing against one step aheads and all that sort of stuff. You guys know I really dislike man coverage meta in games. I have ever since I've been playing Madden. Whether I can beat it or not isn't the thing. I really dislike it. And you couldn't really do that here. So I had a lot more fun with it. At times infuriating, at times going through the learning curve, but I had a little more fun. I think I only really yelled at my monitor like 3 or 4 times, so that's not bad. But I will catch you guys later. Be great. Take care. I'm out. Peace.